What's up? Good evening. Good evening, my peoples. Hold on, let me make sure this is muted. Okay, cool. All right. Hey, what's up? Oh, there's already a few people here. What's up? So this is April, and thank you so much for joining me for my full moon eclipse live broadcast. I need to turn my Instagram off because I just see Bretman Rock's crazy butt like bouncing around. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I love Brett, and he's a Leo too, a crazy Leo. Anyway, so what's up, everyone? Good evening. Some places it might be morning. Good morning to some of you guys. And I can't be too loud because it's like really crazy late over here. This is the most convenient time that I could do this live stream and talk about the eclipse. I wanted to talk about the eclipse before it actually happened. So the eclipse in Leo, it happens 5 a.m. It's a little after 5 a.m. Pacific time, and it's at a little after 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, or I have a lot of people in Arizona. So if you guys are in Arizona, then it's going to be like a little after 6 a.m. And to my East Coast peoples over here on the East Coast, the eclipse is going to be at, I think it's like 8 a.m. over there. 8 a.m. And of course, if you're in the UK, it's sometime like early. No, it's going to be like in the afternoon in the UK. Anyway, what's up to you guys in the chat? Thanks for being here. Central time in Oklahoma. Yeah. So cool. Anyway, so as a lot of you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been seeing people post stuff about the super full blue blood wolf, whatever like all kinds of names, moon eclipse happening, like this crazy moon, and then like these pictures of the moon all huge and red and all this crazy stuff, right? So there is a full moon eclipse, but see, I'm an astrologer, so I don't know about it being like filled with blood or being blue or any of that stuff. I don't know if it's a cut or a blood. I don't know. All I know is it's a full moon. It's an eclipse. It's in Leo. It's also in Aquarius. It's at 11 degrees. And if your birthday is around today, if it's around the 30th, the 31st, the 1st of February, first few days of February, then this is definitely a really powerful eclipse for you personally. But I am going to talk about how the eclipse is going to affect all of us. And of course, I'm going to go by sign as well. As you guys can see, I have my mane, like my Leo mane, like my lion's mane, like all just in its full glory today to celebrate the moon in Leo. And I try to do some cat eye stuff, but like it's hella late over here, so I don't know. It may look a little janky. But anyways, so how are you guys doing with this full moon already? Yo, it's already been in the sign of Cancer, full and huge and in full effect. So I know some people have had some emotional moments. Some people have been like extra like in their feelings and stuff, but it's cool. That's what these full moons do. That's what eclipses do. In astrology, we look at the moon when looking at emotions, like the moon rules our emotions. So if you want to know how you process your emotions yourself, we would look at your moon sign. So if your moon sign is like Aries, for example, then the way you deal with emotions is by like wilding out. You may just get really angry and like pissed really quickly, and then just as quickly you'll be like, okay, I'm over it. You know, so that's only one example. But yeah, the moon is going to be in Leo, the full moon eclipse. So excuse me, this eclipse is in the sign of Leo. So of course, think about the sign of Leo, the energy of Leo. What's up, Helen? Think about the energy of Leo. What is it about? Oh my gosh, it's about confidence. Like when people make fun of Leos, they make fun of like how pompous Leo could be, how like self-centered and like having to be the center of attention, have the spotlight on them. Okay. Leo energy can be like that indeed, but a lot of people will hate on Leo, but admire their confidence though. You know, you have to give them props for their confidence of just like walking into a room and owning it. You know what I'm saying? So to some degree, you know, whenever the eclipse is in a certain sign, the lessons of it and the energy of it does kind of embody those characteristics of whatever sign that it's in. So it's in Leo. So yeah, what as a collective are the lessons of this eclipse Well, yeah, definitely whatever you're passionate about, you know, Leo, it rules besides hair, okay? Besides the mane, Leo rules the heart. And when we talk about the chakras and the energies and all that stuff, Leo rules the heart chakra. And what does that rule? It's like whatever you desire, like whatever. I always call it like the heart and Leo and the fifth house. If you know more about astrology, it rules whatever gives you the butterflies in the stomach feeling, or like makes you gasp, like, oh my gosh, like, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Leo energy is like when you wake up in the morning, right? You look at your phone and you see a text message saying, good morning, beautiful, or good morning, handsome, or whatever, good morning, gorgeous. When you see that type of a text message from somebody that you actually want it from, okay, how does that make you feel? That is Leo energy to me. Sorry, I'm like, make sure my mic is, mic check 1 2 1 2. That's Leo energy to me, is that feeling like, oh, like it makes your heart beat really fast. Whatever gives you that feeling is Leo. Whatever gives you that feeling as far as like anything that you're interested in, like any creative talents that you have, hobbies, all that stuff, that's Leo. Leo is about being, once again, like center stage, so whatever makes you feel like center stage, like I am here and I am like fabulous and I am bold and, I'm here to show off what I've got and what I can do. That's Leo energy. So whatever gives you guys any of that, that's what you need to tap into, bring more of that into your life. Yeah, passion, like whatever makes you feel passionate about life, that's what you need more of. That's what the Leo eclipse will tell you. A Leo eclipse will also tell you, do not be too, what's the word? I'm trying to be nice here. Yeah, don't be too pompous and stuff, and like the world owes you something and everyone needs to just do things for you just because you're just you. That could be Leo, okay? That could be Leo on a negative side, the negative manifestation of it. But the positive one is being generous. Helen says joyful. Yes, girl, whatever makes you feel joyful. Leo is a very generous sign. You've got plenty of love to give in your heart. You got plenty of like plenty to give to people, you know what I'm saying? So that could be Leo energy. And yeah, so that's what it means for us as a collective. All this super blood blue stuff and everything, I didn't really read up on that, to be honest. I just focus on the astrology part of it. But it would be interesting. Maybe I'll take the time to read and see what all that stuff is about. But oh, what's up, Eve? Eve is here. Yes, I'm in a new house, okay? And this does pertain to the eclipse too, because the effects of the eclipses can be seen, felt, heard, and all of that stuff, even up to like a month before the eclipse. And I think it was barely like 2 weeks ago that I moved, and I'm a Taurus, and the eclipse it happened in my 4th house of home. And I did have to move, and it was kind of sudden and unexpected, but the house is dope though. I can't complain. And so I'm in a little bit of a different setup. It may kind of still look the same. This house is actually like very similar to the last one I lived in. But yeah, it's not all, I don't have everything all the way set up the way I want it to. But yes, Prince and Eazy-E, I have to have my guys back there, like for their support. You know what I mean? So yeah, I still have everything, just not set up the way I wanted to. So yes, but thank you, Eve. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, so how are you guys feeling so far with this eclipse, man, with it popping off? I've had a couple of people hit me up and say that, yes, they have been in their feelings and all that stuff. And there have been, some things that have pointed to like, oh, the eclipse energy is already like taking full effect. But let me know if you guys are already feeling it. Renee says the eclipse is conjunct her Chiron in the 7th house. So for you people who are not like fellow astro nerds like us, Chiron is an asteroid. And what it rules is like a soft spot that you have that you can always be kind of like hit when you're hitting that soft spot in life. Like, it's like, oh, it's like your greatest pain could be there. But also with that pain, that suffering pretty well. So you can turn it around and help other people because you know how that feels. And you don't want to see people suffer in that same way. So Renee is talking about the full moon is actually hitting that soft spot for her. And it's in her relationship part of her house. So that eclipse for you, Renee, it could be a release. Eclipses can be a time of release, especially full moons. Full moons are like things are building and building and building and building. And then finally there's like that feeling, right? And then it's like, things dissipate, right? So for you, Renee, that could be when it comes to any type of pain you have suffered when it comes to relationships. Like it could be touching upon that, and it could be a good thing, a release of pain from the past. So yeah, if you guys would like to know how this eclipse and also the next eclipse that's in Aquarius on February 15th, 2018, if you guys want to know how it personally affects you, like where it's hitting in your chart and all that stuff, if you want to know how it affects you personally, go to my website. It is below the video, and I'll have little buttons flying by and all that stuff later on. It's indigomoonastrology.com. I have eclipse specials right now, $25. You can see your own personal eclipse forecast. And that's what I look at, is what I just talked to Renee about. I look and see, does it hit any certain points or planets or anything, or aspect planets in your chart based on your birthday, birthday, year, all that stuff. It's very personal. So it's not just, well, you know what, you're a Taurus, so it's going to be blah, 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 just like every other Taurus in the world. It's not like that. It's like, what exactly is it affecting for you? So I have that special going on. You know, the effects of eclipses last for up to several months. Some say up to like 6 months. So even if you get the eclipse special for this full moon eclipse, like even in the beginning of February, it'll still be in effect. Okay, the effects will still be felt, seen, heard, and all of that. So it won't be too late. I will have these specials up pretty much for the whole month of February. So go check it out, man, if you want to see like what's going on with you personally with the eclipses, because these are just general horoscopes for every sign that I'm about to do in a minute or two. Alexis says, the eclipse is in my 3rd house. I can't sleep at all. Aw. My boyfriend is a Taurus. He's going through changes at home and family life for the better. Yes, see, we like to hear about the good stuff. So he's going through some good changes at home. That's a good sign. 3rd house, yes, girl, that is the house of restlessness. That's the house of the mind. So with a big ass moon, like in the house of your mind, of course, your mind is doing that. Like, hopefully you're not having like one of those moments to where you're like worrying, like over worrying and overthinking. So hopefully it's not that for you, Alexis, but yeah. So BL says, Aquarius sun, I'm feeling scarily calm. Been getting random phone calls from people who don't speak though. You know what? That is so crazy that you say that, BL. Okay. You're an Aquarius and this eclipse is in your 7th house of other people and relationships. You know what? I don't know you personally. I don't know your history with relationships, but it could possibly be some exes or some secret admirers, girl. It could be, because this eclipse is in your house of relationships. It very well could be. And you know what? It's crazy because whenever there's eclipses, there really is a portal open. And that's not just some hippy dippy BS. Okay. Like, I'm a very real person. I have a Taurus stellium. I'm very real about stuff. No, seriously, there's a portal that is open. This energy is like really like mad strong and intense when there's eclipses. And man, you know, I've seen a lot of things popping up the last couple of days while this eclipse has been building around toxicity and letting go of toxic people. Like, I've had a few peers in the astro world actually talk about that. Even a couple of them that I don't even think they're associated with one another were like saying pretty much the same messages. And you know what, even before their videos, just, you know, the week before this eclipse, I had been thinking about the same things about like energy vampires and toxic people and stuff. And you know, full moons, especially full moon eclipses, those are the times where you will see a lot of people say, oh, I'm cutting this person off. I'm cutting that person off. They're blocked. They're canceled. Like, Yeah, people do that a lot during eclipses and full moon ones because this is intense emotional energy, you guys, you know? So I've been feeling that too. Like there's even people I've unfollowed on social media, and I don't really do that very much. Like there's not really much that can phase me like that to where I'm like, oh, unfollow. Like I'm not really like that. I'm like, people are who they are. I don't care. Like let them be them, you know, but there have been a few instances where I was like, oh, really now? Like, I don't want to hear those type of toxic messages on my, feed. So I'm going to unfollow. Like, so yeah, it can play out like that with just real life. See, I'm a hermit. So like I live on social media. Like that's how I interact with people. I don't really see people in person very much these days. So that was my situation. But other people, if you interact with a lot of people in person, that could be what's coming up for some of you guys, like cutting people off like that you feel are toxic, because the north and south node are in effect in this eclipse too. And the north and south node, if you don't know what those are, if you're not like a ultra nerd with astrology, they are karmic points that are based on and calculated based on the moon, the movement of the moon. So they can be karmic, they can be emotional. And yeah, they are also indicators of like, oh man, how can I explain it? They have to do with like lessons, life lessons, destiny, karma, all that stuff. And the south node is like a pull downwards sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And then if you meet people who are very south node-ish, they could be toxic and draining as really draining people, south node-ish people. The north node is like an accelerator. It's like it accelerates what it touches. So, it's like when you meet people who are north node-ish or they're in the sign of your own north node in your chart, they can sometimes act as an accelerator for you to be elevated more in life towards whatever it is that you want, And then south node people who come in contact with that, well, there's a few things that can happen. Yeah, they could be like mad draining, or they could be people that teach you like a really hard lesson, or they could be so like familiar with their energy that you're returning back to old habits and old ways of doing things that could be from your past life, or maybe your early life, your early days. You had some wild times in your life, and you meet a person whose energy is like the same sign as your south node in your chart, and somebody conjuncts that, then it's like, I know you, but I don't know you, but I've known you before. And then, you can have this, they could try to pull you back down. Like, listen, my south node is in Aquarius, so I'm having a nodal return, and I've known a couple people who have planets in Aquarius that some of them have done, some good in my life, and they feel familiar and like family to me because that's my fourth house, of family. So they feel like family to me, but there have been a couple people who have been like mad toxic and draining. And also my south node is in the fourth sign, but it's in the third house. And if you don't know what that means, just message me and I'll be teaching some classes at some point soon too. But anyhow, I've met people who try to bring me back down to the negatives of the south node in the third house, like try to get me to be all gossip and drama and talk about people and be so concerned about what this person doing, that person doing this. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not done. I mean, I'm not down with that. Like been there, done that in the past life. No thanks. So, yeah, the nodes, the transiting nodes, like if you, like some of us have been meeting people or cutting people off that are like toxic, like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, enough about that. The horoscopes for every sign. I know. Oh, Ariana says, am I too late for the horoscopes? You're in Aquarius. No, girl, you're not. And I'm glad that you're here because the eclipse does include your sign. The sun is in your sign. When is your birthday, Ariana? Like what degree of Aquarius is your sun or your ascendant or whatever in Aquarius? One last thing I wanted to tell you guys that I've been kind of mentioning here and there the last maybe month or so that I'm going to be doing some rebranding here on my platform, and that, the name of my channel and my social media may change. Well, I'm initiating that with this eclipse because Leo is my 10th house of career and all that crazy stuff. So yes, I will be maybe in the next couple of days or so changing the name on my channel. So if you try to look for me under Pisces moon goddess, it ain't going to be there anymore. It's going to be something else. Number one, I'll probably do a separate video on this. But it does have to do with the eclipse because it's happening in my career and public image and all that stuff. So it's not going to be under Pisces moon goddess anymore. Number one, that name is like way too damn long. Number two, I just selected that name like very quickly one day when just wanting to hop on and start and get started, you know. And number three, I don't know. I'm more on the level of like, I want to connect with you guys as if I'm your homegirl. You know what I mean? Like we have these chats and these talks. That's what my readings are like. They're not me like lecturing and being all scientific and boring with like a lab coat on and glasses, you know? No, it's me talking to you like I'm your homegirl and we're having a conversation, but like I am advising you at the same time. So I want to be more on that level with people, you know, and having the name, the word goddess in my name, I'm like, I don't know, man. It makes me feel weird. Like I'm not some like elevated guru that's like floating like, oh, yes, my child, I am your goddess here to serve you. Like, I don't know, like it just feels weird, you know? So yeah, so I'm gonna change it up a little bit to be more true to my style of reading and presentation of astrology. And yeah, I'll do another video on that soon. So Ariana says January 23rd was your birthday. So you were like right in the first couple of degrees of Aquarius. Okay. So that means that, yeah, the eclipse will still affect you. Maybe not as strongly as people born like right on or near the 31st. But yeah, it's still going to affect you though. So with that being said, let me get into your horoscopes because it's like, yo, it's like mad late. It's super late over here. More too says, I'm such a Taurus. Yes, I am. I have like 5, including Chiron planets in Taurus. So I am very down to earth and everything. But at the same time, I am a little woo because of my Pisces moon. So anyhow, let's get to your horoscopes, guys. How is the eclipse affecting you? Once again, these are very general, okay, based on your sun, moon, or rising sign. I do suggest that you watch all three. All three can really be accurate, even though at the same time they may say different things from one another. So, and don't forget, if you want to know personally how the eclipse is going to affect you, I do have horoscopes for this eclipse that's happening shortly, and also the upcoming one in 2 weeks, February 15th. Those will be available all through the month of February. Okay, so let's get started, you guys. All right, so for my Aries people, Aries, sun, moon, or rising, how is the eclipse? Blood, super, cuz, blue, full moon in Aries, I mean in Leo, affecting you guys. So Aries people, this full moon is happening in your 5th house. The 5th house is everything I was talking about earlier with Leo, the heart chakra, doing what you love, being passionate and all that stuff. In Aries, you're a fellow fire sign. Like this moon is in your element. Okay. So it's going to bring out more of your feelings of being in your element. Like what, you know, going after your desires. Aries are usually like ruthless. You know, you guys are not afraid to go after what you desire. So, this full moon is definitely going to help you to bring more of that into your life. You know, do you get out and party enough? Do you get out and like enjoy yourself? Do you get out and do the things that really make your heart beat fast? And Aries, fire signs in general are the people that love to go, woo, yeah, man. Like that's what I think of with fire signs. You guys love to do stuff like that, or things that make you feel like that on the inside at least. So this moon will definitely help you guys to bring more of that to your life, those woo moments. And also for Aries people, this is the 5th house, which rules fertility. And it rules children. So it could be that some of you guys maybe the full moon is like a finalization of something. It's like there's a tense energy. There's like a push and pull back and forth between the sun and the moon, sun and the moon, sun and the moon. Then finally, bam, something's got to give, right? Something's got to just come to a completion and like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. So sometimes this can be things like someone finally giving birth. Oh my gosh, I think I know Oh no, she's not an Aries. Never mind. I'm not going to use her as an example. But I know 2 other Aries who are due to give birth like sometime very soon. I think in the month of February. So some of you Aries could be giving birth. You could be trying to conceive, and finally with this eclipse, maybe over the next several months, you can actually achieve that. Some of you guys really want more romance in your life. Aries people, oof. Some of you guys want that. And you're not getting it, you know? And you guys have Jupiter in your 8th house. The 8th house is getting that good, you know, that good stuff. Okay. So maybe you can have some more of that in your life. Maybe you can have some romance. Maybe you can like, boom, after this full moon eclipse, you can have your phone just start blowing up, your DMs, your what's that called? The people are doing Tinder. Oh my God. Oh my God. My mom is a Leo, and she was telling me earlier about being on Tinder. I was like, Mom, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. But anyway, it could be that you guys are doing something to start dating and having fun dating and getting to know people again for Aries. So yeah, that's what it is for you guys, Aries. So next up is Taurus. And yeah, I will have timestamps, you guys. I'll have timestamps tomorrow. Okay. So for Taurus people, Taurus sun, moon, or rising, how is this full super moon eclipse affecting you guys over the next several months? Well, what is it bringing to a head for you guys, or completion? Well, for Taurus, this is in your house of home and family. And for some of you guys, it can mean moving or completing the process of moving. Hello, fellow bull here. That's exactly what I am doing. So some of you guys may initiate moving too. You know, maybe you haven't started yet. Oh, Rachel's here. What's up, Rachel? What's up, girl? She's always a good supporter. So yeah, for Taurus, it could be initiating the move, finally saying, you know what? I can't take it anymore. Like, I'm living with people and I cannot stand them. They have bad habits or whatever. Like, I just can't. I got to be on my own. And Taurus keeping it real about us, okay? We could be kind of stingy, especially with our space and our things, our stuff. Don't mess with the Taurus's stuff. Stuff is a word that Taurus, we own that word, okay? Like, for real. We're like, don't touch my stuff, all right? My mom is a Taurus moon, and she's always saying that, my stuff, don't touch my stuff. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, nobody wants that stuff, okay? We're very possessive over our things, so it's hard for Tauruses to live with other people sometimes. So if you're in a situation like that, Taurus, if that applies to you, maybe this could be finally saying, you know what, I got to get out of here. Like, these people are touching my stuff, they're eating my food, and I can't take this no more, so I've got to go. So maybe you can find your own place finally, if that applies to you as a Taurus. It could be something involving your family that maybe you guys have been working on together, struggling with, or something like that. You know, maybe something finally comes to a culmination or a final resolution. What else for Tauruses? Well, yeah, some family. Okay, try to avoid like family fights tomorrow, Taurus. Even tonight, if it's still the nighttime where you're at. I know on the like West Coast, it's still like the nighttime. Okay, like we're still in the night. And don't have any family feuds and stuff like that. Like, try not to, Taurus, because a full moon is like intense emotions. They're like this, like crazy. And when it's in your 4th house, that can mean that's your house of emotions too. So it means that you could probably get like really super emotional and blow up on people. So we don't want any of that. No, we don't want any of that. And yeah, especially with family, you know, like you got to stick with your family, man. Like as crazy as they can be, trust me, you got to still tolerate them and stuff. But yeah, so some Tauruses, it could just be something to do with family. Something's going to change majorly in family. If not right this second, then over the next several months. Melly says, I've been avoiding texting my dad back all night. I don't know what's going on there. What are you guys going on? But text him back at some point, though. Text him back at some point. I've been there too, Melly, and you know, been stubborn. You know, we Tauruses, we could be like mad stubborn with stuff like that. But now I'm like, I wish I could text my dad now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not here anymore, you know? And I'm like, I wish I wasn't so stubborn during times like that now, you know? But coulda, shoulda, woulda. Life goes on, right? So text him back, girl. Text him back. Try to work out whatever it is you guys got going on. So yeah, Tauruses, it's all about that home. It's all about that family. Tauruses especially will be in their feelings and feeling starving and hungry and all that stuff with that full moon in their fourth house. Yes. So Eve says that her baby brother is due in February. It could be that. Very well could be, girl. Very well could be. That's family stuff right there. So anyway, next up is Gemini. Gemini sun, moon, or rising. How is this like super full eclipse moon affecting my Gemini people? So Gemini, this is happening in your third house. So this is Gemini stuff. So yeah, especially if you're a Gemini. Oh yeah, somebody, dang it, girl, I forgot your name. But she said that this full moon is in her third house and she is restless. Gemini in third house and Mercury, they all equal the same thing, and they do equal restlessness, a restless mind, just being like Tasmanian devil brain. Okay, so you guys, your mind is I'm pretty sure there's like mad Geminis up right now, like not even able to sleep, just thinking about this, and then one thought leads to another thing, another thing, and another thing, another thing, and then you guys are like up on your phone flipping through like 5 million things and stuff. Oh my gosh, it must be exhausting being a Gemini. Woof. But anyway, so full moon in the third house. So it could be that you guys have some changes involving communication with people. Communication with people. And also the third house can mean, you know what? Geminis are all about those skills. You guys are all about knowledge. Like you guys are always really proud of the fact that you know a little bit about everything. Everything. Geminis know a little bit about everything. Okay, so you guys have an opportunity over the next few months to learn more things about life, about anything, and be able to just like chatter about whatever, okay, to anybody. So yeah, maybe like going back to school or something like that, Gemini. Some of you guys could be making decisions about that. Full moon in the third house. Listen, the third house, it also rules how you travel about around the way. That could be around your city, your neighborhood, whatever. And if you drive and you're a Gemini, really take care of your vehicles. Make sure you don't have anything crazy happen to you because, and I'm not like a fatalistic astrologer that's like, you're gonna die and all this. No, I don't mess with that. But I will say a lot of times I have seen a full moon, especially an eclipse in the third house. Sometimes people get into fender benders, you know, so really be careful driving, Gemini, over the next tomorrow and next few days, especially, but over the next few months. And also like get a checkup and a tune up on your vehicle to make sure that you don't have anything crazy happen to your car, you know, make sure it's maintained. And yeah, so that you don't have any issues. Or some of you Geminis, maybe just time to get a new car, and you're gonna get a new car. Some of you guys. What else? What else for Gemini? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And it could be just working on communication, better communication. And Geminis are probably like, we rule communication. I mean, hilarious. Like, how much better can we get? You guys, there's always room for improvement. There is. And I deal with a lot of Gemini energy on a personal level. And let me tell you, you guys can improve on the communication, okay? Like right before I close the door to my little office area here to come on here, I just had got done telling a Gemini, you were not listening to me. You were Gemini listening, which means, yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening. That's not listening, Gemini. It's not listening. When will you guys learn? Oh my God. So maybe this full moon will help you guys to learn to be better listeners, like actually making eye contact when you talk to people, you know, and like really like looking at them and staying focused. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Maybe you guys can learn a little bit more about that over the next few months. I know I tease you guys all the time because I love you guys so much and I have so many of you close to me, near and dear. So next up is Cancer. Cancer sun, moon, or rising. How is this full moon eclipse in Leo affecting you guys? So for Cancers, this is going to be affecting your money. Oh my gosh. Cancers. You guys are going to have some opportunities coming up for some more money, and I'm really excited for you guys. So this is the second house for my technical astro nerds. Full moon in your second house. So it could be that some of you guys get a new job. Some of you guys realize more of what you are worth and your value and how much you should be getting paid versus how much you are getting paid, Cancer. And you start, you know, taking a look elsewhere out there. Like, what else is out there for me? You know, Cancers could be very loyal people. Okay. Loyal and, you know, oh, Latisse, girl, you need to check your email. I sent you your Saturn report. Check your email. Your connection. Oh, you know what? I'm still here. Okay. But anyway, so I'm on Cancer now. So Cancers, back to you guys. Sorry. Cancers are usually pretty loyal people. Especially when it comes to work. A lot of Cancers are the nurturers and the moms. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. So some of you guys, like when you're at work, that's how you can be. You are dependable. And when people need you, you're like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm right here, whatever you need, you know? So some of you guys may realize that you've been doing a lot of that at your job and not even getting fully compensated for it. Case in point, my husband is a Cancer sun. Oh my gosh, I was just talking to him about that before I came on here to talk to you guys. You know, he was like, oh, you need to learn how to relax and this. And I was like, yo, I'll relax when you have a better job that pays more and we have like 10 G's stashed in the bank, just chilling there, unbothered, unaccounted for, just in case. Then I'll relax. And he said, you know what? I'm working on that. I actually got a job lead today for this job. It pays like a heck of a lot more than what he's getting paid now. And I was like, yo, full moon in full effect. Come on now. Let's get it, Cancers. Let's get it. So some of you guys may have some opportunities like that pop up too around this eclipse. And the next eclipse is also hitting a different money house for you guys. So Cancers, you guys are on the money, like for real. You have, if you don't have any opportunities that are coming to you, you need to go out and peep them out, seek them out yourself, and really put it out there into the universe, like what you want out of life as far as money, finances, manifesting more of that, you know what I mean? And I did another life scope recently about this topic too. And what came to mind when I was on the horoscope of Cancer is manifesting money. Write a check to yourself and put it for whatever amount means something to you, whether it's a short-term goal or a long-term goal. I would start small though, like short-term, because the eclipses, the effects last like for a few months. So over the next several months or next 6 months until the next eclipse in Leo, which happens in August, what do you want, Cancer, as far as how much you want to earn? Do you want more per hour? Do you want do you say, oh, I need a $2,000 because I have to fix my car? Like whatever it is, write yourself a check for that and stash it, you know, put some good crystals around it. You know what I'm saying? Like put it under your pillow, like really believe in that manifestation, because the eclipse season is like portals are open for energy and the universe is listening. Trust me on that. The universe is listening. Like I can vouch for that, like personally, and I'm a big skeptic, but the universe is listening. So don't talk about what you don't want. Don't say, oh, I don't want these bills anymore. I don't want to have to pay for this. I don't want to have to pay for that. No, say what I do want is this, universe. And maybe you might get it, Cancer. So next up is Leo. Leo, sun, moon, or rising. How is this eclipse in Leo affecting you guys? Whew. Dia says, I was just thinking the same. Get out of my head. Oh, you didn't know I was Miss Cleo, girl. You didn't know I could see the future and see over there inside your mind what you're doing, child. I'm just kidding. But anyway, Leo, this is your eclipse, okay? I mean, this is one of several in a series of eclipses that are like rocking your world. Hey, word up, rocking your world, Leo, rock your world, okay? No, seriously though, we had the first one of the series last year. It was February 10th, 2017. I will never forget that day. But that was the first full moon eclipse in Leo, okay? And then we had another one August 7th, or I think August 7th, there was a full moon in Aquarius, but then August 21st, there was a new moon eclipse in Leo, okay, a solar eclipse in Leo. And that was the one that everybody bought those like stupid glasses for, and they were like making a big old deal, like, oh, I bought these special eclipse glasses. Maybe something cool happened to me. Wow. And I'm like, yo, you guys, it's not just a phenomenon that you look at for 10 seconds. Like, for real, it's much more than that. There's so much more to the eclipse than that. And especially for you Leos, this is another one in that series of eclipses. So you guys have had the most significant changes, you and Aquarius, out of any sign over the last over the last year. You guys are one of the main signs that have. So here's another one. You know, this is rocking your world. So you, whatever you want, manifestation of your desires as a Leo. The first house, you know, this is an eclipse in your first house, which rules the appearance, the body, the life path. So some of you guys could be changing those things significantly. You know, the first initiation was in February last year, and then the second layer of things was in August, and then now here we are again, another eclipse in Leo. So some of you guys may be altering your appearance or your style or your presentation of yourself. Leo is a sign of presentation. All right, if you know Leo people, come on, just look at them. Just look at them. Their presentation of themselves is like always like on point. You know, always on point. The hair always on point. Makeup. You know what I'm saying? Everything always on point. So presentation is everything. Even when Leos do presentations at work, they're, at least from what I've seen, they're not drab or boring or anything. They're just like, yo, I'm here. And like, they're loud, like, woo. And they got colors and graphs and all this stuff showing off. Sparkles are flying from the sky in the office, everything. That's Leo. Presentation is everything. So your presentation of yourself to the world, it could be just on a personal level. It could be on a business level. So yeah, that's what it is for Leo. So you guys, definitely, this is another year of making some big changes. I have a Leo homegirl, and she just announced on Instagram earlier that she's doing a podcast. She's like, I'm going to start this podcast, and the little flyer and everything. And it starts actually on the day of the eclipse. And she's a Leo. So I'm like, looking forward to that, girl. Looking forward to that. So yeah, some of you guys are initiating new projects, new everything, new anything. So yeah, I can't wait to see what all my Leos, all my Lions have in store. So Helen says your IC is in Leo. So that means you're a Taurus then. Are you, Helen? You're a Taurus rising if your IC is in Leo. No. Hold up. Whose IC is in Leo? Yeah, that's Taurus. Duh. Okay. Yo, it's late. My bad. Anyhow, so next up is Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. How is this eclipse affecting you guys? The super moon eclipse in Leo. This is going to be in your 12th house for Virgo. So what that means is the way that you guys take time out from the world is definitely going to change. I know Virgos. I know you guys personally, like, very well. I know your energy. You guys are like the Energizer bunnies, man. Like, when you guys always see the world as like, there's always something to do. There's always something that has to be done. There's always something that's unfinished that I got to finish. And then I got to go over here and I got to go over there. You guys are like mad busy, like all the time. Like, you guys are ruled by Mercury, just like Gemini. So your minds are always like working. And it's usually on like, how can you resolve something? How can you fix something? How can you make something better? Oh my gosh, this is wrong. This needs to be corrected. Like, this is dirty. This is out of place. Virgos, you need to give yourself a break. Give yourself a break, boo-boo. Like, take time out. Like, get away. You know, it's okay to step away from things and leave some things unfinished for a short period of time. I know it can drive you guys bonkers, okay? Like, to leave things unfinished. but sometimes things are never ending. Like there's always stuff to do. There's always stuff that has to be done and fixed and everything. It'll still be there when you get back. Take some time to yourself. Take some time to breathe. Okay, take time to breathe, Virgo. Okay, so it could be that some of you guys need a vacation. Okay, so over the next several months, maybe you might take a really bomb vacation somewhere that really does allow you the chance to relax and not be buzzing around worrying about the itinerary, and we're not going along with the itinerary. What's going on here? Oh my God, what is everybody doing? You're not wearing the right outfit for this trip. And no, I don't mean like that. Okay, I mean like really just be carefree. Okay, I know that's hard, but you guys have to work on doing something like that, because this is the area of your life that the eclipse is happening in. It rules like your well-being, you know, like your mental and emotional well-being in a way. So yeah, it is affecting that and asking you guys to pay more attention to that. Pay more attention to yourself in that way. So taking the time out to chill, to relax. You know, I know a Virgo, and that's exactly what she's doing. Oh my gosh, she's doing the right thing. And actually, she hit me up before taking this vacation, was like, so what's up with this eclipse for me? And I'm like, you should take a vacation, man. And she's like, yo, I'm gonna be on the beach. I think in Hawaii or somewhere she's at. And yeah, she said, I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna do yoga on the beach. I'm a meditate. I was like, you're doing the right thing, boo-boo. You're doing the right thing. So yeah, take some time out for yourself. Learn to relax. I know it's hard, but you got to do it, because on the other end of this eclipse is the sun in Aquarius, which is your 6th house of physical health. So the two do go together. And I know it's hard for Virgos and Pisces to keep a balance of like the mind, body, soul connection. It's so easy to like break that balance, but you got to connect them. You got to realize that they work together in a system, in a cycle. You know, Virgos are all about systems and understanding and implementing systems into things. So implement the mind, body, soul balance into your life, Virgo. This eclipse will show you how to do that over the next few months. All right, all right. Dia says, every Virgo that I know, always helping others. You love their energy. Yeah, yeah. They could be quite nervy little creatures a lot of times, and, you know, always pointing out things that are wrong and flaws and all that stuff. But they are very helpful people, though. You know, they're just trying to help. Really, they usually have like good intentions behind all that stuff that is like nervy and all that stuff, you know? So anyway, next up is Libra. Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. How is the eclipse affecting you guys? So for Libras, this is going to be in your 11th house. Okay, so Libra, you guys as an air sign, you guys are like super social, right? Usually Libras are a social sign. Once again, these are general horoscopes. So if you're like, I'm a Libra and I'm a hermit and I don't trust anybody, well, then you are probably a Libra with a bunch of planets in Scorpio. Okay, so like, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just the energy in general of Libra is pretty social and sociable. It's the sign of others and partnership and all that stuff. So this eclipse is happening in an area of your life that is very social. It rules your friends, like groups of people that you associate yourself with. That can even mean groups on the internet, people like that. It can mean people that you just have like a common interest with, and you know, so those type of people. You guys may have a moment of maybe cutting some people off, maybe learning who are your real friends and who versus who are acquaintances. Okay, that is a big 11th house lesson. Whenever there's like a full moon there's an eclipse, there's a new moon, there's like Saturn or something major passing through that 11th house. This is the time where people may be like, okay, you're cut off, you're cut off, you're cut off. F you, you're cool, you can stay. No, you're not a real friend. Oh, I can't trust you no more. Oh, no. That is the 11th house. So this full moon may do that for some of you Libras. Some of you guys, if you want to release a project that is on social media, that's on the internet, yeah, maybe some of you guys can do that, because the 11th house also rules that, like on a more positive note. It rules social media. So yeah, some of you guys may like start something new there. Helen says, I'm a Libra and I just deleted Facebook. Helen probably couldn't take that ish no mo with something to do with Facebook and connecting with people on there. So that's what she did. Also, you know what? Cardi B is a Libra sun. And I just saw earlier that there was an interview where I think like a print interview where she said something about like fame, you know, something about fame getting to her in a way or something like that. She's like, I feel like the world owns me now, you know, like I was a little bit happier before I was so well known. The 11th house could be the house of like being kind of popular, like well known amongst the masses. So she was probably feeling emotional about being so well known amongst the masses because full moon's emotions, you know, so whatever. So yeah, maybe some of you guys could be in your feelings about something to do with friends, something to do with being on social media, and then changing something about it. It could be doing things like going ghost and deleting your Facebook, like Helen said, deleting your social media platforms, and maybe taking a break from it. You know, the full moon eclipse, it could be like, I can't take this anymore. I got to make a decision. And the decision is very emotional. So, you know, taking a break from social media. Maybe some of you guys need that because also Libra people, a lot of Libras really care about what others think of them. Just being honest, 100 straight up about Libra energy. Libra energy can be like wanting so badly to be well liked by other people that other people's opinions can get to you. Trust me, I know a lot of Libras. I watch a lot of you Libras on YouTube too. Those ones that are like, let me know what you guys want to see next. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think of this? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, some of you guys, and then some, there's a lot of Libras I know that are like on YouTube and social media. They get so butthurt when people are like not liking their stuff or saying a lot of stuff. They get butthurt. You know what I'm saying? So maybe some of you guys may need to take a break because just by nature, a lot of people with Libra energy, they care a lot about what people think of them, and it could just be too much. You know what I'm saying? Take a break. Take a break. Go find some new friends too. I have seen some Libras that I follow talk about new friends and cutting off old friends and cutting off toxic people. A lot of Libras are talking about that right now too. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Let's see. Daisy says, can't wait to see the eclipse. I'm sure it'll be beautiful. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching, Daisy. Have a good night. Yes, get some rest, girl. Get to work. So anyway, next up is Scorpio. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. How is the eclipse affecting you? The super Leo full blood moon eclipse. Yeah. How is it affecting my Scorpio sun, moon, or rising people? So this is happening in your 10th house. That is public image, that's career, that's how the public sees you, okay? So any Scorpios, if you want to, also you are another sign that if you want to release a project that's huge, that's like social media, that's public, you know, everybody's going to recognize you. Maybe you do some big project at work that can get you a promotion. This is the time, okay? This is the time to initiate something like that for real. You know, this energy, the portal, like I keep saying, the portal is open, you guys. The portal is open. Just keep saying like positive. Yo, I can't talk. I can't talk. Hold on, let me take it a read. Always happens with Scorpio. Hold on. Also, I think I drank too much caffeine today. Oof, I don't do caffeine very well. It turns me into like this, like blah, 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 jumbling my words. So I'm sorry, Scorpio. Gather myself. Okay, Scorpio. So especially when it comes to work and releasing a big project that can really shoot you into being positively recognized by higher ups in your company or by the public. If you are a Scorpio that is on any type of public platform, here's a little secret for you guys. You know, a lot of you guys who are on public platforms, yo, let me tell you, you guys need to consult with astrologers because we can tell you these golden times to where things may work out a little bit better for you if you release them. Like if you release a product, you know, there are times where some people do that and it just goes, bam, 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 wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wah, wah. the launch didn't really go well, and maybe it just wasn't the right timing. But eclipses like this are usually really good time to do stuff like that, to where it may be more successful, you may be more well known, recognized, appreciated, you may get a promotion or whatever. Some of you guys may be changing things up with the way that the public sees you, or the title that you hold within your career, what kind of career you have. You may be changing directions with career for Scorpio people. So, and I'm a Scorpio rising, and I told you guys already earlier that I'm doing a little bit of rebranding. So I'm changing the name on my platform. So yeah, it's not going to be Pisces Moon Goddess anymore. So it's going to be something different. I'll let you guys know in the end. But yeah, Scorpio. So if you're a Scorpio, I know another Scorpio, and she is doing some rebranding herself too. Oh my God. So astrology works. Oh my God. So just forget what you heard, you guys. Horoscopes are real. Okay. If they come from the real deal people that actually sit here and go through this ephemeris and do all this nerdy math with degrees and angles and all this stuff, that's when horoscopes are real. All right. So anyhow, next up is Sagittarius. So Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. How is the eclipse in Leo, full moon eclipse, affecting you guys? So this is happening in your 9th house. So this is Sag territory. Sag is the 9th sign on the zodiac, the 9th house. It's like Sag stuff. So what's Sag stuff? Sagittarius stuff. It's traveling for one. You guys, I cannot keep up with my Sagittarius friends. I can't keep up with you guys. Anytime I want to chill with my Sagittarius friends, you know what I have to ask? Hey, are you in town this weekend? Are you in town this weekend? The answer is usually like, well, no, I've got this and that, but I might be back. I might be here next weekend though, or 2 weeks from now. Like, you guys are always just gone, okay? But that is so dope, because that's what you guys are here to do, to experience the world as a whole, to be a citizen of this planet, not just a citizen of whatever city you live in. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys may be doing more Sag stuff, which means you might be traveling. You might be, because this is an eclipse, so it's like more of like a bigger event. So if any of you Sagittarians are planning like a really big trip, like a really meaningful trip, let me know, because this eclipse may be bringing that for some of you guys. Also, you guys are also the sign of education, like going to college and all that stuff. Most Sagittarians, most of you guys really value stuff like that. Like you value knowledge big time, you know, and you value if you've gone to school, whether or not you've gone to school, to secondary school, or if you finished like got your diploma and stuff like that. If you haven't achieved anything like that, Sagittarius, you may be looking into that over the next several months, of actually accomplishing a degree, a diploma, a GED, whatever. I'm not judging here. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I got my bachelor's and my master's. It does not have to be that. It could be, don't be embarrassed, okay? Like, if you haven't gotten any of the other things out of the way first, take care of those over the next few months. You'll have a really good chance of like achieving, getting that certificate, okay? So what else for Sagittarians? Yeah, also, just as if you guys are not optimistic enough, okay, as it is, you guys are the sign of optimism, but maybe tapping more into that Sag optimism and faith in life, you know, and being an inspirational person for other people. Sag is the sign of like inspiring people and being the motivational speakers, and those people say, if I can do it, live an awesome life, so can you. That's always Sag and 9th house people and Jupiterian people that say all that stuff with a big old smile, you know? So being more of that person, being in your element. Jenny, how you doing, Jenny? Jenny says, ooh, a little trip to San Diego with college class and my family. Jenny Gump just confirmed what Sagittarians may have in store. Yes, and she's a Sagittarius ascendant. Yeah, so maybe just in general, opportunities. Sag is a sign of opportunities, and the 9th house rules opportunities. So some of you Saggies may have more just opportunities anywhere in life that come about for you guys with this full moon. So yeah, good luck to you guys. So next up is Capricorn. Cappy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. How is the super full moon eclipse in Leo affecting you guys? So this is happening in your eighth house for Capricorns. Dia says she's going to the UK in June. Hey, go over to that UK. Okay, girlfriend. I can't really do my accent that well because I'm like, yo, like really tired. But usually I can do the British accent pretty well. But that was a whack version because I'm like halfway here. So anyway, yes, good luck with that travel. So anyway, Capricorn. Cappy, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, this eclipse is in your 8th house. So that means some of you guys, look, Capricorn is a sign that is not the most, not the biggest, most showy sign when it comes to wanting love and affection and intimacy and attention in that area. Okay, Caps are usually very professional. Even in their personal lives, they can act pretty professional. For the most part, generally speaking about Capricorn, okay? Generally, okay? You guys like to keep it professional. Keep yourselves dignified, and especially in public. You don't like to be embarrassed. You don't like sloppiness, sloppy anything, and especially like sloppy affection. Like if you have a significant other, you don't want them to be groping all over you in public. It's like, yo, what are you, oh my God, what are you doing over here? Like, ugh, people are watching us. Like, oh, this preposterous. Like, oh, it's making me look bad. You know, like Capricorns can act like that sometimes. I swear. When it comes to like PDA, you guys are not down with that. But because even though you guys are about like, you know, having a good reputation and appearance and stuff, so you don't like that type of affection, but you still need love and affection. You need intimacy. You need someone to be there for you, not just like on a surface level, like, oh, hey, how you doing? How's your day? You know, you guys really need that deep, soulful love, just like anybody else does. So this eclipse can maybe help to bring more of that in for you guys. You know, maybe help you to express some of that and open a door, whereas maybe you could have been blocked, you know? So Dia says the Cappy, oh my gosh, the Cappies, you know, they're getting beat up right now. You hope this eclipse brings them good things. I hope you don't mean literally, girl. Like they're getting like socked up by anybody or anything like that. Okay. No, nobody mess with my Cappies. Okay. Please don't. All right. I hope you don't mean that. But maybe you mean they're kind of going through a rough time. I hope that's what you mean. Yes, some Cappies have been going through a rough time. You guys have Pluto in your sign. Saturn is there now. Saturn and Cap has been pretty tolerable for some for most Capricorns that I know. You guys feel more in your element and everything. But anyhow, this 8th house eclipse, though, it could also mean that if you are partnered with somebody, like you have a husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, whatever, significant other, maybe they can see an increase or a change in their income status. And I know, Cappy, you're an earth sign. All of us earth signs are about that money in one way or another. So you guys are about stability. Maybe your partner is going to start earning a living that's a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little bit more to your standards, you know? Cappies love to live the good life. You like to have good quality things and enjoy the fruits of your labor, your hard work. So, you know, it'll help if your partner can kind of like match that, you know, or you guys are both like matching, or just both at a good level financially together, you know, so you guys don't feel like bums and stuff. So it could be, Capricorn, something could change there. Maybe your partner can start earning more money, you know, that could be a good thing, and more intimacy. Some of you guys could be finalizing things like divorce and separation too. I'm really, Mary J. Blige, girl, I'm crossing my fingers for you. Okay, that this Ken dude just gets out of your hair with this full moon eclipse. Lord have mercy. Mary J., I really feel for you, girl. And I have a few Cappy sisters close to me too that are just not in a good relationship situation. They need to get out. They need to get divorced. They need to separate. They need to leave, man. Like, come on. Get out of it. Like, Cappy women, you guys are the shiznit. Like, you guys work hard. You know, you're really up on your goals and stuff. And like, you don't need no bum loser ass dude like trailing behind. You know what I'm saying? Trying to drag you down. You guys are the top of the zodiac. You want to reach the top. Like, don't let these bums drag you down to the bottom. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Let this full moon eclipse, if this applies to you, Capricorn, cut them loose. Okay, cut that toxicity loose. All right, so next up is Aqua, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. How is the eclipse affecting you guys? So it's in Leo, which is your opposite sign. And it does involve the sun in your sign too. So it is you and others. It could be you versus others. It could be Aquarius. It could be that you really want to do something that's like a very life-changing decision, okay? But maybe somebody else or other people in general are not down with it. They're not agreeing with it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make a decision like, do I want to do me, or do I want to collaborate with other people, or collaborate with this one person and go along with their ideas and what they want to do? Aquarius, you guys know. You know yourselves. You know that you're the sign of the rebel, okay? You are the sign of, well, screw you guys, I'm going home. Like, everybody is going that way, and you're like, well, I don't know why you guys are going that way. It doesn't make logical sense to me, so I'm going to go that way. So, yeah, but you guys, you know, you still may be faced with a decision to where you actually want to collaborate with someone or some people on something, and you really do want to kind of make it work out, you know. And it could be actually, yes, a relationship. Like, I know some Aquariuses too, along with Cappies, or some who are a combination of both, that really need to cut some relationships off, man, like for real. And I'm like, so like just sitting here like, come on, just finally do it. Like, I talked to one of my Aquariuses earlier. She's an Aquarius moon, also like moon, Venus, Mars, all in Aquarius, right? And that I was just hearing about like, oh, you know, my significant other, blah, 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 this and that. And I was just like, yo, I don't even want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear it anymore, for real. Because if you really, you have a choice here, okay? You have a choice, Aquarius, whether you want to deal with this person or you don't. Period, point blank. Which one are you going to choose? You know, so some of you guys could be experiencing that with this full moon. But some of you guys, it could be the opposite. You know, it could be like you guys have been alone for a little bit, you know, chilling, doing your own thing in life, being the rebel that you are. Like, I don't need anybody. I don't need a relationship. I don't need all that love and, oh my God, affection and hugs and, oh, I'm allergic to stuff like that. You know, I don't need any of that. I'm an Aquarius, right? But then maybe you meet somebody dope. Maybe you meet somebody that's just really dope. They change your mind. They blow your mind. You're just like, oh my gosh, like they're like so like nonconformist, just like I am. Oh my, they listen to like the same unknown bands and artists that I listen to. Oh my gosh, they're perfect. Should I or shouldn't I commit to them? Should I just be solo and do my thing? Or should I like actually give this person a chance, you know? I had another Aquarius hit me up earlier. Same thing, telling me about this person that they met and how this and that, the conversation's on point and everything. And they were like, I don't know if I should give them a chance because this, that, or the other. And I'm like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? So she was like, well, maybe I'll give them a try, you know? Yes, Aquarius. So it really is about relationships for Aquariuses, or if it's not relationships, it's just like you wanting to do something to better your life, and maybe other people have like their opinions about it. So you got to just make a decision. Like, are you going to care about their opinions or not? You know, I'm guessing not, based on your energy. Generally how your energy is, Aquarius is. So last but not least is Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. How is the eclipse in Leo affecting you guys? So this is in your sixth house. For Pisces, this is your sixth house. Okay. So Pisces is a sign that is very much connected to whatever is not the physical world, okay? Like spiritual, other realms, okay? Like the spirit world and all that stuff. A lot of Pisces are so connected to out of this world stuff, and they don't even realize it. Like, unless you know yourself, and unless especially you study your birth chart, you study about your sign, you study, you know what I'm saying? Like you get to know yourself, like what your energy represents, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. A lot of you guys don't realize how freaking incredibly intuitive you are, how much of an antenna you are to pick up on all the energy of everybody around you. You guys don't realize that a lot. And if you look at the symbol for the ruling planet of Pisces, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and the symbol for it, it looks like this funky like antenna, like back in the day when we had to put like this weird antenna like on top of the roof or on top of the TV itself or the radio or whatever. It's shaped like that, okay? And you guys really are antennas that can pick up on all these sounds and voices and messages and energy that we can't see. They can't be seen to the naked eye. And you yourself sometimes may not even realize, oh my God, I hope I'm not like erasing part of my eyebrow. But I'm about to go to bed in a little bit anyway. Who cares? Some of you guys may not realize it, and you try to like run away from what you're intuitively picking up on all the time. And some of you guys run away through, you know, maybe some bad habits, like you guys tap into drugs and alcohol. And I'm pretty sure Pisces are probably tired of hearing, oh my God, Pisces and drugs and alcohol. And like some of you, look, I'm a Pisces too. I'm a Pisces moon. I don't do any of that. I hate alcohol. I hate drugs. I hate anything that's like a substance that alters, excuse me. I hate any substance that alters the state of your mind. You know what I'm saying? To where you lose control. And I'm a Pisces. I don't mess with none of that shit. But a lot of Pisces do. Okay. A lot of them do. So you guys need to realize that you are a physical being as much as you are a spiritual or like a spiritually connected being. You guys need to realize that. You know what I mean? So this full moon could be bringing more attention to your physical body. And like your opposite sign, Virgo, that mind, body, soul connection, it's a system that all works together. Okay, so you guys may have some things come up that tell you, look, you need to really pay attention to your physical body. And I hope that's not scary. I'm not saying once again, oh, Pisces, you're gonna die. No, I'm not saying that exactly. Okay, I'm saying that you just need to realize that you're a physical being, and we can lose sight of that as Pisces sometimes. Like we're so in our head, like, you know, our minds are out there. Like they say, oh, you're a space cadet and you're a dreamer. Oh, hell yeah, we are. But it's not just all nonsense going on up there. There's some real cool stuff, you know. That's how we can be so creative as Pisces people. But besides being up here in your head, you got to be in your body too. You got to be present. You got to make sure you're taking care of your body, you know? And so, yeah, this eclipse may show you how to do that. Some Pisces may be doing things like changing their diets. You know, a lot of people are going vegan these days. And it's like, I know people will say, oh, it's becoming a trend and all that stuff. But you know what? It's a trend that's actually like probably going to be good for humanity. And Pisces are all about like saving humanity and animals and innocent people and children and all this stuff. You know, Pisces are all about that. So you may decide to make some changes within your life, like your diet or your daily habits and routines. And that can even mean things like recycling more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's things that you do on a day-to-day basis in your immediate environment. So it could be recycling, being more economical, being more like green, going green in some kind of way. But I think it's really mostly focused around your body, Pisces people. It could be just focusing on that. You know what I'm saying? Like taking care of yourself, realizing that you are as much of a physical being as you are spiritual. And yeah, maybe working out more, like, you know, stuff like that. Just changing some things up with that whole mind, body, soul connection so that it can all just flow together nicely and you can be just a happy, healthy fish. Fish. Oh my God, that word. It just reminds me, when I say fish, it reminds me so much of like, let me tell you guys a story real quick. I always have to do little story times. Okay. So back in the day, a long time ago, there used to be this this gay club, like a male a male strip club. Yeah, male strip club. That's what it was. This was so long ago. So like me and my friends, we went there because we're like, hey, like we want to see what it's like to see male dancers, you know? We were like mad young though, like but legal though. So we went to this club, right? We walked in. Dude at the door was like just looking at us all like, you know, just giving us the eye like, what are they doing here? We're like, yeah, how do we get in? What admission do we have to pay? We want to see. They're like, what do you want here? We're like, we want to see some dancers. Like, we want to see some dudes getting down, you know? And he was like, only men are allowed in here. And we're like, what? For real? He's like, yeah, only men. And we're like, fine, whatever. And he was like, you want to know what we call women in the gay community? And we're like, what? And he goes, fish, like all extra. And we were like, whatever, dude, whatever. No, but we were laughing though. We were laughing. We were not like offended at all because, man, like I love gay culture. I love like the flamboyant gay men. Like I love you guys, you know? And this dude was a drag queen. He was in like drag makeup and everything. So I wasn't offended. I thought it was funny. I thought it was entertaining and funny, but he was like, fish. And I was like, oh my God. So yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm tired. And that just came to my mind when I talked about Pisces being the fish. So anyhow, well, thank you guys for tuning in to my rambling about this eclipse in Leo. And I really hope that the messages were helpful still. Don't forget, these are general, very general. And I do have personalized horoscopes for the eclipses on my website, indigomoonastrology.com, and it's below this video. And also I have other readings. Oh my gosh, you guys, Valentine's Day, or Valentine's with an M. Some people will say Valentine's. Valentine's Day is coming up. So I do have some specials on love and romance readings and also couples readings. They are 40% off for the whole month of February. Yeah, so from now through the end of February, love and relationship and romance readings are on sale. So go check them out and grab you one, get you a little Valentine reading. You know what I'm saying? Also, I still have other specials. Jupiter and Scorpio forecast is now at a lower price. Okay. And also I still have Saturn and Capricorn forecast that'll last you for the next like 2 years. Okay. I'll cover your horoscope for the next 2 years of where Saturn is traveling, what it's doing for you, the lessons and all that stuff. How to avoid Saturn's ass whoopings. Okay. I will guide you on that. So Saturn and Capricorn forecast. What else do I have? Those are mainly it. So eclipses, you know, those forecasts, I mentioned everything else, and I'm gonna sign off before I ramble too much. But yeah, go to my website, indigomoonastrology.com. And if I owe you a forecast for like a monthly forecast, I will be delivering your February forecast January 31st by the end of the day, or by February 1st, or on February 1st. Okay. So by February 1st, if I owe you a February forecast, you will receive that. And I will be in touch with you with how to proceed with the rest. But you will get February by February 1st. And I'm still catching up on some of your other readings, guys. Some other of you guys. But remember, I did have to move suddenly. There was kind of a setback with that, with my workload. So I'm still getting those going and everything. And we'll be in touch with you guys shortly on those. So yeah, anyhow. Thank you guys. Happy eclipse. Put those manifestations out there of what you do want. Do more of what makes your heart fill with joy and happiness. I know that sounds corny, but no, for real. Whatever you're passionate about, especially creative stuff, romance, love, all that stuff. Do more of that. Do more of that. All right. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.